What's good? Hey guys, I have not vlogged in quite some time. I'm currently procrastinating really bad. I filmed 2 videos today, and I need to film like the close-up shots for my what's unboxing video, which like it's just like so much work, and like the light is shining on the floor and it just doesn't look great, but I don't really want to like move. So that's been really fun. I don't know. I'm not necessarily in a creative rut because I do want to create content, but I'm not reading a lot right now, and so like I'm just not sure where I'm at, what's going on, or how I feel. And so that's something I gotta work through and figure out. So that's what's going on with me. I thought that while we're here, I can finally unbox this. It arrived when I was on vacation, and I just haven't really... Ow. Yes, I did just cut myself on the scissors. Please, everybody, don't do what I do. We're back. One of my most expensive Fairy Loot pre-orders, special edition order payment. So if you missed it, Eliza and I are doing a Red Rising Saga read-along for this year in honor of the final 7th book coming out, Red God, later this year. So I splurged. I splurged so hard and bought the first of the Red Rising set from Fairy Loot. They're also going to be doing the other 4. Iron Gold, Dark Age, Lightbringer, and Red God. So that's going to be the next one that comes out, and it's going to be even more expensive, so I gotta prepare myself for that. But these are so pretty. I'm sorry, the lighting might not do these justice, but just, oh, they're so pretty. The measure of a man is what he does when he has power. Yeah, I'm super excited about these, though. I really enjoyed Red Rising so much. It's such a good book. I'm sorry, it's such a good book. Oh my god, it's like the little the bookmarks that we got from them. This is why I don't think I can cancel Fairy Loot. If we're being so honest, because like, I'm sorry, you want me to say no to these options, like this opportunity? The general probably did not have access to this because that's how Fairy Loot works, and I need access to this because good lord, it's so cool. The back says, "Home isn't where you're from; it's where you find light when all goes dark." I'm so excited to be back in this world. Oh, she's so beautiful. I love Mustang. I'm really excited to be back in this world, and not only in this world, but reading this with my good friend and anybody else who wants to join and hang out and talk with us. We're gonna work out details, I do promise, and I will update wherever I need to update. YouTube community tab and Discord, most likely. But I'm very excited because it's just, there's something about reading with friends and people that's just like so magical. Forget a man's name and he'll forgive you. Remember it and he'll defend you forever. But yeah, I'm just, oh my god, there he is. I'm just so stoked about this. I can't wait to see the other 4 whenever they're ready to come out. It's so good. So good. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. These were so expensive. But you know, like, I missed out the first time they launched these because I didn't have the money for Fairy Loot. And so I'm happy that like the series continued, so they kind of had to do this, where they had to continue it. I think these are a little bit different from the first ones that came out. I'm not really sure, but I'm really happy to have these. I'm excited to see the next 4 whenever they're ready. I'm gonna put these on the shelf now. Oh, also shelf related, my bookshelves are going to change at some point this year. So I'm not doing a physical like bookshelf tour anytime soon, like TBR, physical TBR or anything, just because like it's gonna change. But this is my new shelf for carnival related books. I'm pretty excited. Oh, I'm missing one. There's another book that's supposed to go there. There's a couple books. So if you have carnival book related, specifically if it's fantasy, I would prefer, but like set in a carnival type of story, please leave them in the comments because I freaking love it. It's such a good vibe. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. I think that's everything I have to update for this little hello, welcome to the vlog check-in. I think I'm gonna try to film a couple more videos if I can. But hello, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna try so hard this year to make my vlogs aesthetically nicer and just like a little bit more B-roll, different angles, not just only sitting at my computer constantly. That's kind of the big vlog goals. I'll tell you now just because I don't think that's important enough to go into like a video. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So, hi, how are you? I can't wait to hang out with you for probably the rest of the month, all of January. Great. Okay, goodbye. So, the snow canceled Chicago yesterday. We are record low in temperatures, which is really cool. Probably won't have to go to work tomorrow though, because my mom lives near the area where I work, like same street. It's like a decent distance. It's not too crazy, but like close enough. But she lost power, and so if she lost power, then my office might not have power, which means I might not have to work tomorrow. Plus, I really don't want to drive in the snow, mostly ice, especially because it's supposed to, again, snow on Tuesday for another, like, 2 to 4 inches. So that's, like, really fun. Oregon doesn't know how to handle this kind of weather. It's not normal. It's so weird. But yeah, that's happened today. I've really done nothing today. I've been really anxious, and so I was, like, planning to film and do all these things, but I was just feeling so anxious that I was like, let's not. Let's take it easy. So I've been working on my readathon. I'm hoping to launch September. That's kind of the plan. So if you're interested in a readathon for a month, mark down your calendar. September. Something might be happening. I'm really excited. I'm still, like, working on parts of it, but I built parts of it in The Sims, if you're wanting to know a little bit of the tea. So that's been fun. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on with me, just taking it a little bit slow. I'm gonna get into editing now because I gotta post a video, and if I do work tomorrow, I won't have time tomorrow. So that's kind of what's going on with me. So that's it. Not a lot to check in on. Today's been quite lazy, and I think I needed it. Just a nice, calming Sunday. Got that I don't have to go into work tomorrow because of the weather text. Woo! Good morning. Since I don't work today, I have like a full day to do stuff, which is great. Went to bed early last night because I just was feeling really anxious all day and was not feeling great. So I went to bed like 8:30, read a little bit. I'm currently reading my arc for Emily Wilde's Maps of the Outer Lands, maybe? This is the sequel to Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett, which I read twice last year. I enjoyed it. It's definitely not my favorite, but I can see why a lot of people do enjoy it. But I'm reading the second one and got like 24 pages in. My eyes were starting to hurt from staring at screens for so long, so I kind of just turned it off, went to bed. Could not sleep very well. Alas, that is my update. I have a few things that I want to do today. Instagram photos prepared. Even though every time I try to post something from my drafts, it doesn't work. I would like to edit my video to upload for tomorrow. Maybe film a video or two just so I can get ahead and like be ready. That'd feel good. And then I had something else. Oh, clean my office because girl does she need to be clean. So that's my plans for the day. That's my morning update check-in. How are we doing? I washed my face this morning and I used a new exfoliant and lip oil and I feel pretty luxurious today. It's wild berry exfoliant and vanilla lip oil. Bougie. I feel good. So with that said, I think I also might try to finish Emily Wilde today because I want to get my review up tomorrow on release day as per usual. And then if I'm still like in the reading mood and have time, I've got a couple options. So hello. I know. Sam, you've got so many vlogging resolutions. Why are you still filming in the same area? I know. I've genuinely sat here all day. To no surprise. I'm not kidding when I say, like, I live in this area of my house. But I actually had, I won't call it a work call because that's not quite right, but had a hangout with Daphne and Eliza on Discord call, and we just kind of hung out. It was fun. Chatted about YouTube, chatted about life, catching up from the holidays and such, and now here we are. I'm freezing. It's snowing still outside. Temperature's supposed to go up tomorrow. Haven't been to work all week. Out of breath. So cold. Everything's weird. But hi. I just wanted to come on and check in. I've literally been either like being a vegetable on the couch and doing a whole lot of nothing, or filming and editing YouTube constantly, like catching up, getting ahead, preparing with all this end of year content, and getting ready for like my busy season at work. It's just been a lot. There's just a lot going on. But today I started another new book. Are we surprised? Shouldn't be. So not only am I trying to read Emily Wilde, yes, today is the release date and I have many pages to read until then, but I also started Mayfly today. What the heck? What is going on? Mayfly, from what I know, is this girl, Mayfly, is by day Elsa at Disneyland, and by night serial killer? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure like where this book is going to go, to be honest, but I'm reading this for the Library Dwellers book club, and so I'm really excited. This was on a lot of people's favorite books of the year. Katie Colston loved this, so I'm very intrigued and excited to see what I think and how it goes for me. So far, very interesting, like, tone and character voice. It's told in the first person, but she's kind of talking directly to us without being like a diary entry or whatever. It's very interesting. She's very funny. She likes to comment on women's breasts, and she's a social media warrior that ruins people's lives, question mark. It's a lot. I'm like 5 chapters in, and I'm just like, what is going on? But also, I'm loving it. Stay tuned. I will keep you updated with my thoughts when I continue on with this reading journey. I think for tonight, though, I'm going to force myself to read more of Emily Wilde, so I can finish that in the next couple of days.
Somebody I just subscribed to recently put out their favorites video. Samantha, she just did this whole video project.
Hello. It's much later. I just had dinner. Have not done. I edited. I did edit my video, so I did something productive. And then I've like been watching stuff, and I feel like I need to sneeze, which is unfun. But I have a book box thing that from Aardvark, which I ordered. And I did order this one pretty late because I was like, I don't really want any of the picks. And then I was filming my anticipated releases video, which is coming next week, and this was on it. And then I reread the synopsis and I was like, oh, that does sound really good. So I got it. So, oh my god, look how cute. I love this one. Please use in lieu of a bandage or chewed on pen. And then the book, oh, she's beauty, she's grace. I love Aardvark books so much. They just feel the best. So this is Where You End by Abbott Cahaller? So sorry. Donna Tartt meets David Lynch. This is a non-fiction author, so this is their debut fiction. And this is a spellbinding fiction debut, inspired by true events. An unusual form of amnesia derails the lives of identical twins, forcing them to face the incredible, dangerous shadows of the past. From what I remember, this is twins who, oh god, I love this color combo so much. How do you feel? Ooh, pretty. But yeah, 2 twins. One of them, I think this is culty. But one of the twins remembers everything from their past, and the other twin is like lying to them because of the amnesia and like trying to keep them safe and not know what really happened in their past. And then like soon the secrets start to unravel. I'm pretty intrigued. Oh my god. Let me go to like a beginning chapter so I don't spoil anything on accident. But there are trees on it. That's so exciting. I love when chapters have little like things, you know, just spruce it up. But yeah, I have this now. I'm excited. It was an anticipated release, so I'm hoping to finish. I love that the bookmark matches the cover. Everything about this is just incredible. So stunning. I'm so excited. So this is my new book. I am going on quite the book buying ban. I'm still debating on like skipping versus canceling book subscription boxes to save money. So I don't quite have like a plan with all of that yet, but every once in a while I gotta treat myself, I guess. Especially because like you pay for it anyway. It's not like book of the month where you don't pay after a skip. So yes, but it is 9 p.m. so I'm going to take off my makeup and crawl into bed, and I think the goal is to read a little bit more of Emily Wilde. I know, I've literally spent like 2 weeks reading it. I don't know, it's like good, I'm enjoying it, but I'm not loving it, which is fair. But when I don't have the audiobook, it's making it much slower process. I like the writing until I remember it's a journal. I don't mind the characters. I like when it gets like a little dark and gory and grim. Those are my favorite parts. I like the atmosphere of the books. I like the places that they go and the creatures, like the fae that they meet, and like different rules about the fae I think is really interesting. But I don't actually like the characters. Wendell is maybe the best character, and he's still, like, pretty annoying. Emily is quite annoying and really, like, hard to relate to, but, like, on purpose. So it's really hard to be like, oh, yeah, you're like this intentionally, but also, like, because of it, I can't, like, connect to you, even though I relate to you. I should make that specific distinction. Is like, I can relate to her in a lot of ways, but I can't connect to her because of it. And then there's, like, Ariadne, which is her niece, which is, like, helping them, and, like, she feels completely pointless, and, like, I don't see why she needs to be there. I don't like her. She does nothing to the plot but, like, make Emily look bad, which is already hard when you don't already like her. And then there's this guy, Rose, who's, like, the dean of the school that they work at Cambridge, and he's fine. He doesn't, again, really add anything. Like, he's not creating a lot of tension with these characters. He's kind of just there. And although he's, like, meant to be the tension, he just kind of folds under Emily and is like, no, actually, just, yeah, it's fine. Just do whatever you want. Like, I'll listen. I'll follow you. And then he does get, like, mained. But yeah, it feels like these characters are there as, like, a catalyst for bad things to happen, but doesn't have to happen to Emily or Wendell. And it's like, I don't care. And then there's, like, this ongoing mystery of what happened to a professor, like, a long time ago who's, like, stuck in the in-between. So yeah, it's fine. I think it'd be nice if these had pictures, if we're being honest. Like, if it's, like, meant to be, like, an encyclopedia and a map of things, I want to see photos. I want her to give me, like, sketches of the world and, like, make it feel like a journal, and then, like, change the writing style because it really bothers me. But besides that, that's where I am at with it. I've got 120 pages left. Like, it's not that bad. I read, like, 20 or so pages, and then I'm just like, oh, I'll just go to bed. I'll just take a nap. I'll just sleep it off. So, yes, I would really love to finish it, though, so that I can start the next books, because I have a lot of things that I want to read, but I'm trying not to, like, pile on too many at the same time, so it's just, like, a mess. But, anyways, going to the bed. Bye. I'm so tired. So sleepy. Also just, like, I haven't talked to you guys in a very, very long time. One, I've not really read anything. I've, like, consistently read 10 to 20 pages of Emily Wilde basically all of January. So reading wise, we're not doing great. And then also, I've had, like, the last, currently 4, soon to be 5 days off again, because I called out of work today. And then, like, the ice storm happened last week, and that took me out of work for 5 days. And then before that, I was on vacation for, like, a week. I'm feeling the burnout so hard. I think that's what it is. Because I've had, like, this so much time off this month, and I've been doing nothing with it. Normally, when I have time off, like, I will happily, you know, tidy up the house and get it cleaned and, like, do anything on my to-do list. And I kid you not, my, like, to-do lists have been set aside. We have sat on this couch in this spot watching way too much YouTube for too many days. Yikes. It's not great. It's not great. We're not trying to analyze it, though. So, last night, Austin and I went on a very spontaneous date. I, like, briefly mentioned how I was craving Burgerville, and the closest one is, like, about an hour away. And he's like, you know, we could probably do that. And I was like, yeah, like, maybe thrift for a couple of books, like, go shopping for some books, and then we can go get burgers. And then that fun, short little date, like, mostly it was gonna be, like, a little mini road trip for some food, which worth it. And then, like, a couple of books. Like, we went 45 minutes before the store closed, so like we wouldn't be stuck there for very long, and I just like went in. I had a list of things that I was looking for, tried to stick to those, you know, the good things. We ended up driving to Portland to play Topgolf because they closed at 11. So we got home around like 1 in the morning or something. It was so fun though. No regrets. But I have a box. Oh no. I have a box. You might go, wow, Sam, that's a lot of books. It's not all books. It is maybe a lot. But we went to 2 thrift stores. So we went to St. Vincent de Paul, which is like my personal favorite. They just have like the best classic section. And when we went in, I had a list. I have a very ambitious reading vlog that might take me 5 years. Who knows, to be honest. But I have a very ambitious reading vlog planned. So I've been slowly collecting different classics for that, which is a lot of work. And we went and they had so many that I've been looking for that they've never had before. And I was like, yes, victory. Did not walk away with that many though in comparison. And because they were closing, we weren't really there for very long. So we went next door to the Goodwill. And they have the tiniest of book sections. But, you know, we still perused and came out with quite a few things. And then I don't know what's gotten into Austin, but he's like on a movie kick. And we have so many movies now. So that's also half this box. But let's just like pull things out and talk about them. First, we have The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is illustrated by Michael Haig. So sorry. But this is illustrated. And it's just beautiful. Like, it's so pretty. She's floppy. She's paperback. I've not read The Hobbit. But I think this will be a more enjoyable experience than like the like novelized edition. Like, this has fun, really cool illustrations. This one definitely feels more like the kids' story of The Hobbit, like it was intended to be. So I thought that was pretty cool. I also found The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kirsten White. I've heard good things. I think Kayla read this and did enjoy it. It's a Frankenstein retelling timed with the 200th anniversary of Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein is a stunning reimagination of the classic, speaking to fears we all bury deep inside. Woof. I've heard good things about this. I like this author, so I am excited to give this a read. I think it has romance in it too. I'm not sure, but I was pleased to see it. It was kind of like one of those last aisle glances while Austin was looking at movies, and I was like, ooh. There's another one. So I found Fallen in Love. I don't have this one, I'm pretty sure. This one and the Unforgotten. So fun fact, I will soon, sometime this year, be doing a full reading vlog, maybe like a Carrie Can Read style reading vlog, where I'm going to just read the entire Fallen series, because I never finished it as a kid growing up, and I would really like to, and I would like to experience this with you guys. So I found this, which is the novella, and, you know, score for me, because the hardback edition for his POV is like $40-something, and that's just like a little too much for me. So I have everything now but his POV, and, you know, we'll get there someday. Okay, I think the rest of these are either Austin's or classics. So we've got Russian is so hard for my little pea brain. Dostoevsky, I think. But there's 3 short novels in here. But this is the author of Crime and Punishment and the brothers Karamazov, something like that. Again, I haven't read them, and I'm not good with Russian. But Austin read both or is reading both. He really enjoyed Crime and Punishment, and so he was looking for Crime and Punishment or the brothers Karamazov, and was only able to find this. So he picked it up to give it, you know, a good college try. And then we've got Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Uberville. This is by Thomas Hardy. I don't really know what this is about. It's definitely one of the stories I'm maybe most concerned about. I don't know if this is going to be a book that I at all enjoy, but I am excited to have found it because it's not a very popular one from what I know, and so the audiobooks aren't going to be like all over the place. Back to fiction. So sorry, I was trying to keep this somewhat organized. I've got The Traitor's Game by Jennifer A. Nielsen. I don't know what this is about. It's definitely YA. And I thought, like, what's more fun than picking up a probably not great YA book at the thrift store, just for fun. So this on the back says, "Nothing is as it seems in the kingdom of Antora." But yeah, this was saying something about like she's in exile, involved with her father's dangerous politics. He's second in command in the diplomatic and seemingly immortal king, Lord Edric. Something about kidnapped. This author is introducing us to an unforgettable new hero and heroine in this electrifying series about the treacherous games of intrigue and loyalty, love, and all that one is willing to lose in order to win. The Traitor's Game. So I am hoping this has like a tournament style feel to it because that is something I really enjoy in books. Okay, back to the classics. I've got Ernest Hemingway, The Old Man and the Sea. This is a very like battered, beat up little copy. She's small, she's cute. I'm excited to give her a try. I got this one at St. Vinny's, and then like we went next door and there was a nicer copy at Goodwill, and I took all of my willpower to not get that one as well because I didn't need both, and so I just said no, this one will do. I have not read Ernest Hemingway yet. I've got a couple on my radar that I want to get to, but this one's short. She's sweet. Hopefully I enjoy it. Okay, and then one of the big chunks. This is Ivanhoe by Walter Scott. This is an illustrated edition, and she is kind of suffering. She might need to be rebound just because, specifically in this spot, the glue is kind of falling apart. So we'll have to just kind of wait and see, but I think she'll survive a read. It says illustrated. It's not super illustrated. The reason that I wanted this edition, though, looks like somebody annotated a little bit. It's not super illustrated, but there's a few. The reason I like this one, though, is like, look at that font. For a classic, that's so good. I love when classics have larger than life font. So yeah. This one intimidates me. Do you see this? I know the font is bigger, so it's a little less intimidating, but still it is 686 pages. Chunky. Okay, the next I've got is The Sound and the Fury by William Faulkner. Again, I don't know what this one is about, but that's the Oregon Duck O. If you know college football at all, that's my states and cities. That's the symbol. That's so funny. One of the greatest novels in the 20th century, The Sound and the Fury is the tragedy of the Compson family, featuring some of the most memorable characters in American literature. Beautiful, rebellious Katie, the man-child Benji, haunted, neurotic Quentin, Jason, the brutal cynic, and Disley, their black servant. Okay. It says absolutely nothing about what it is. This edition follows the text of Sound and the Fury as corrected in 1984. It includes an editor's note by Noel Polk, and the corrections following in the text. I did not know that. I don't know if that matters. But yeah, that literally told me nothing about what this book is. So, cool. Okay, next I have a Charles Dickens. This is The Tale of Two Cities. I have a couple Dickens. I did. I got two. I also picked up Oliver Twist. There's a book coming out this year, or a movie, or something. My brain is completely blanking on it right now, but there's something that has to do with Oliver Twist coming out this year. And so I was like, ooh, is this the time to like read the source material before, like picking up the new thing? So yeah, I have this. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Dickens. So the collection is coming along. We're getting there. Will I read them someday? Yes. Some of them I have to for vlog purposes. Okay, these next ones I think are Austin's. So Austin picked up The Forest by Edward Rutherford. I know nothing about this one. He also picked up, because really fun fact, this is A River Running West, The Life of John Wesley Powell. This is by a Donald Worcester. My boyfriend is a descendant of this man, I guess. And did like cool stuff. I'm not a history nerd. I'm not really sure. This is a copy that we got because he ruined someone's copy when they lent it to him. And then we have another fiction. This is The Drowning Kite by Jennifer McMohan. This was just like a nice little find for me. This has been on my TBR for quite some time. And so I'm excited to have found it and can now pick this up and read it physically, probably along with the audiobook, but still excited. This one and Into the Drowning Deep, I often get confused just because the titles are just a little too similar for me. But I'm interested in both, so I was happy to have found that. And then the last two, we've got Dan Brown. This is Origin, a novel. This is author of The Da Vinci Code, which we have. We also have The Lost Symbol or whatever. This is an author that Austin really likes. Dante's Inferno, you know, the man, the myth, guess a legend. Yeah, so we have this now to add to our collection, which is funny because it is blue, while all of his other books are like a beige red tone vibe. So that's that. And then the last book, I'm a little hesitant about, I'll be honest, but this is Call of the Wild and The White Fang. They're dog books. I was scared that they're gonna make me sad, if we're being super honest. I just don't like being sad about books that involve dogs. But this was Austin, Call of the Wild specifically was one of Austin's favorite books growing up. And so I want to give it a read, check it out, see how I feel about it. Who knows? So, that's the book haul. If you're curious about the movies, there's truly so many, and I don't understand why. So this is our life now, I guess. We have a lot of movies. But that's kind of my check-in, my update, my little classics thrifted book haul, which for classics especially, always so worth getting them thrifted. So much cheaper. It's so worth it. Books are expensive. That's that. Cool. But yes, that's my little check-in update for you guys. There's really not a lot going on. I'm really not doing much. I really want to finish Emily Wilde, but I'm just like, it's simply just like good. I don't feel strongly about any of the characters. I'll get more into this probably with my wrap up just so we can like have full cohesive thoughts. But there's just some things that aren't working for me, some things that are. I don't care like about the mystery and stuff going on, and I'm 180 pages in, which means that I still have like half the book to go, which is fine. I'm a little bit over it. I don't love these characters enough. And I know it's like a beloved series. It's just like not working for me super well. So I really just want to finish it, but I also have other things that the audiobooks are going to be due soon, and I need to read them, and I should just start other books. I don't know why I'm in this like weird place of like, no, don't start anything until you finish Emily Wilde, as if like I'm not chronically starting 5,000 books all the time. I don't know, but that's where I'm at. That's what's going on with me. How are you guys doing? I don't know how long this vlog is going to go. February is starting very soon, so probably not too much longer because I'm going to want to start a refresh come my birthday. So, yes. Great. Goodbye. Hello, guys. I am Wrapping up this video, I finally finished Emily Wilde. Can we believe it? I spent so long reading the arc. I finally finished. It was fine. Like, it was good. I uh put I put up on Goodreads my like pros and cons of like what I did and didn't like about it, because it's not necessarily quite the story for me. I will probably finish the series when it ends, like when the next final book comes out. But I was mostly just like waiting for things to happen, and then when the action would happen, it would happen so fast and like would barely touch on it or talk about it, and I was like, okay, fine. More so than anything though, I really just don't jive with journal style entries for writing. Like, I don't like characters talking as if it's happening right in that moment, and they're writing like the full dialogue of everything that was said, and they're telling me everything that was happening and what they were thinking. Beautiful writing. Like, Heather Fawcett is a great writer, but that's just not how people use their diaries or journals, and it's just inaccurate. And so it would really throw me off and take me out of the story when it's like, this is what we were doing, and so and so and so forth, and I was writing this while this was happening, and I'm like, but nobody, no one, no, why would you do that? Like, why? Like, you wouldn't just like be in a dangerous situation writing a journal, so you're doing this after the fact, and I don't know. It just irked me. It just kind of irked me. But I truly have been so bad at vlogging this month, just because we're in tax season, things are busy, it's really fun and cool. So I've been very just exhausted, and so I have not been vlogging very much, as not nearly as much as I would like. And so I haven't been talking about all the things that I've read, which means I don't even know if I finished reviewing all of the things that I read. I'll find out and let you know in the post edit. But yeah, I'm hoping to catch back up on YouTube because I've been so busy. So I just need to get back into the groove. My schedule has switched, so that's really taken a lot out of me, because it's just hard for me to adjust to a new schedule. So we're just like in this weird weird period. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm so loopy. I just finished a book club, and so we were chatting for like an hour and a half, so I'm just kind of like riding that high of like fun social times. But yeah, I would like to start sharing my reads again and getting back into vlogging, because January was a sucky reading month for me. I had one high rating, everything else was very mid. I barely touched anything. I've had no real like need or want to pick things up. So I'm really trying in February. I've got a pretty stacked TBR. I've got a lot of readathons that I want to participate in. So I'm really hoping for a good reading month. My birthday's also coming up, if you didn't know. It's actually this week, so I don't know if this vlog will be up before my birthday. But I'm hoping for fun things to be happening and going on, and good books. I just want to read good books. I just want good books, please. Please. Just want to read something that makes me happy. But I will start the next vlog and talk about what I am currently reading and so on and so forth. And that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I truly have no idea what it is or what it was or how long it has been spanning. But soon, I think probably closer to mid to late February, my schedule will be a little bit more solid again, and I'll be consistent in my vlogs. Will hopefully be good. That's the goal. That's the aim. That's the hopes. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!